cast you into a pit of infinite torture.
What's up? Today I'm going to be showing you my Guardian Ball Lightning tank build. It's based off of Captain Lance's Giga Guardian with some slight changes. The main thing is it doesn't use the Forbidden Flame and Forbidden Flesh that gives Righteous Providence, because that went up in price to like 50x each, and I don't really want to spend the money for that right now, so we are just using crit in our gem setup and in some cluster jewels instead of getting crit from the actual passive. Let's see, let me show you instead of Righteous Providence giving us strength and intelligence with 1% critical strike chance per point of strength or intelligence, whichever is lower, we are grabbing an extra crit cluster. And we have a crit cluster over here. And we've got some random critical strike multiplier on these jewels, because we don't use Forbidden Flesh and Forbidden Flame, we have two open jewel sockets. So we can throw in, this is just a random thing with crit strike chance with elemental skills and dex and int, because this build is pretty tight on dex. And I grabbed Corrupted Blood, cannot be inflicted. And here we've just got, lightning damage, crit multiplier, for some extra damage. So obviously the total DPS is going to be slightly lower. In his build, obviously he spent much more money on it, but his goes up to about 10 million. This, we're getting 5-6 million. But we still have the tankiness. We have Aegis Aurora. So we're getting ES on block. We have Ivory Tower. So we are getting extra energy shield per reserved life. So we reserve most of our life pool as much as we can. And we've got Ashes of the Stars, because it helps with reservation efficiency, skilled levels of skill gems is very nice with any spell, and quality, which means we can spend a lot more on alt qualities and get more out of them, which some of them have gone up to insane prices because of this amulet and because of build guides. Like Tempest Shields, that was at 8x last I looked, and it gives the alt quality gives you percent increased spell block, which is nice if you want to push that a little further. On the budget, we spent about, I'm basically out of money right now. We spent 25-30x on this, and we can tank just about anything. The one thing that'll kill us is degens. Ground degens are annoying. It's not like it'll kill us instantly. It adds up. Bleed. That's why Corrupted Blood Jewel is so important, because that adds up. Basically, if you're not getting hit, you're not blocking, which is not triggering Aegis Aurora, which is giving you ES back. So you get hit with corrupted blood, you get hit with maim, and you're sprinting through and not finding packs, or you're killing packs too fast, your ES slowly fades away. We're also using an alt quality Righteous Fire. We're using Divergent because it gives increased spell damage, which Righteous Fire gives naturally, but Divergent gives more. And we're putting that on our left click because it'll re-trigger. Because Coruscating Elixir removes all but one life, which will remove Righteous Fire whenever this triggers. So having it on left click will re-trigger it while you're walking so that it's always up. We are using Brutal Restraint with the Trader notable to give us extra flask charges so that we can always have our flasks up. We just have to have 2 missing and we'll always get them back in time. We have reused at the end of this flask effect. And we've got some, you know, life per second on our flask. We've got some life regen on the tree to help us maintain Righteous Fire. We've got a lot of the aura reservation efficiency. We have, let's get our flasks up. We have 90 all res because we are using Melding of the Flesh, which will cap your Ellie resistance at the highest maximum. So we're getting cold res up to 90 using Purity of Ice with increased aura effect. A couple different spots on the tree, which the quality increases. Oh wait, no, never mind. The level increases it. So we need a level 21 Purity of Ice. And that increases it up to 5% with the increase from Ashes of the Stars, the level increase, and a +1 level of socketed AoE gems on the gloves. That'll get it up to the point where it's giving you 5% additional maximum. Yeah, we can basically tank most things. And like I said, this budget is much lower than his version, so it's obviously not running as well. And I'm only level 87. But just as a basic example, let's run a Dunes. Can't do Ellie Reflect right now. Sure. Oh yeah, and we have a curse immunity. Because we're grabbing 50, where is it? 30% reduced effective curses, and on our ascendancy, we have 80% reduced effective curses. So we're curse immune, so we don't really care about curses. This isn't going to be a hard map. I'm just running it to show you the clear. Obviously on bosses, you're taking a little more time to kill them, but you're much, much safer. In the Link setup, we have slower projectiles, anomalous ball lightning, because Divergent was, again, so much more money. It's at 8x, so I'll just take the increased cast speed for now. Instead of pinpoint support, which I was trying for a while, we're doing increased critical damage and increased critical strike. I don't remember what I swapped out for the other one, but pinpoint basically gives you more projectiles until you stand still and are shooting, and it'll reduce it down to 2. I figured the increased critical strike chance and damage is much nicer, and I don't feel like I need 5 projectiles at all times. Because just the 2 is clearing everything good enough. If we just go, they die. Like, I don't need it going much further than that. I'm sorry if my game's lagging. I'm not sure what's going on right now. I just got back from vacation and wanted to film this before I got doing other stuff. But yeah, just, you know, with 2 balls, we're clearing everything in front of us. And that's really all that matters. Like, I don't need 5 ball lightning on the screen at a time. And notice our health. We're not really losing anything. You know, we get hit, we block. We get 2% of our ES back on each block. We have glancing blows also, which really helps with small hits because we're blocking everything. We are capped block. Notice, yeah, I lost half my ES there because I stood in a degen pool, which will hurt us. Just make sure you're moving out of it. But yeah, it's nice. It's easy to cruise. The biggest damage increase I recommend while you're leveling and going through stuff, you know, when you're getting to the point where you're gearing up, don't skimp on Unnatural Instinct. It was 7x when I bought it. I was sleeping on it for a while. I was like, I don't need it. I'll spend my money elsewhere. Get some other upgrades first. This alone is like a 1.2 million DPS boost. You're also getting life regen. You're getting so many things out of this. You know, life, strength, intelligence, area effect, skill effect duration, cast speed. It really does make a difference. It didn't seem like it. It does. For a while I had some, where is it? Spell critical strike. Here we go. I had this one with extra, you know, cast speed, critical strike chance. We are basically capped crit strike chance now, so I dropped them. I'm thinking with my next 3 points, I'll probably pick this up for 40% crit multi. I have Doomcast as the anointment because crit multi. I might switch it for charisma. Increased aura effect is really nice. We have so many auras running that we're getting a lot of benefits from that. I just, you know, still messing around with it. And yeah, roll your brutal restraint. You can get increased effective non-curse auras from your skills. The perfect rolling would be, you know, get 4 of those, 5 of those. That's really the main reason I went over to this instead of Divine Judgment. Is this is the node that rolled with increased effective auras, which is pretty big. I've got one there that, again, I'm short on points because I'm still leveling up. But yeah, that's it. I'd check out Captain Lance's video for a more expensive and probably more in-depth description of the build. And I will put the POB in the description. But yeah, thanks for watching, like and subscribe.